Hey boys, welcome back to some more Nrl Supercoach round 10 review, and oh man, I am tilted from this week gone. We finished with honestly, like a pretty decent score, all things considered. We got 1,117. I really wasn't sure where that placed us. I think it's around par-ish, maybe 11. Yeah, around 1,100, 1,150 maybe was par, I'm assuming. We only jumped 2,000 spots, which, I mean, is good. We did get some green arrows. I wasn't, like I said, I really wasn't sure if we'd move up or down in this one, but thankfully moved a little bit up. And I mean, it was the week of, either owning Roosters or not. I don't even want to say his name because honestly, I'm so tilted by the whole Dominic Young situation. But let's get into the team because the team went pretty good. I mean, I can't for the most part. We had some pretty good scores. Obviously, there was injury carnage as well. And the week started the week started pretty good, and I was pretty confident going into the rest of the round, and then it sort of capitulated pretty poorly. But let's go through. Reece Robson downgraded. I love to see this. He was on about 60 points, and then open up the app Monday, and he's down to 48, which is great. I had a few players that did go up in points, so you can't complain when you get a few players increase points and then you get one player that goes down, but it does piss me off. I'm a little surprised that he went down like 10 points or so, but whatever, dude. It is what it is. 48, Jane Brayley back to, I think he did play 80 minutes, which, people just lose their minds week on week with Supercoach. And I know I'm gonna be tilted, I'm gonna be salty in this Supercoach video, but Brayley played less minutes last week because of just getting a bit of a rest, also wet conditions, and people were losing it. They're like, oh, why did I bring Brayley in? He's an absolute dud, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he went back to 80 minutes. He scored 51 points. I don't know. People just... 1 week of a poor score and less minutes, and they lose their minds. But good to see Brayley back to 80 minutes. The only fucking reason I got Brayley is hoping that in round 13 he better play 80 minutes. That better not be the week he gets a little bit of a rest, dude, because just the way Supercoach has gone this year, I can definitely see the 1 week where I need him to score, he'll get 40 minutes and get 30 points, but I don't know. We'll see. I shouldn't complain too much. We'll wait and see on that one. But yeah, dummy Haas is what it is. Our front row. So Terrell May is one guy that updated in stats. He was on mid 40s, I think, at the end of the game. He got up to 58, which I don't know where he got the points from, but I will take it. And that's fantastic. Terrell May. Yeah, for people that sold him, obviously that's a kick in the guts. Last week, getting 2 tries, that's an anomaly. Getting 120, it feels bad, but backing it up with a 58, and I was honestly, it was good. I didn't realize, but on game day, obviously, White dropped off, which was very surprising that I don't know, maybe he had a bit of a niggle or something. I don't know exactly, but when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's fantastic for Terrell May, because White had sort of been, it seemed like White had overtaken Terrell May as the 40-minute bench forward, but Terrell May, he played pretty decent minutes. What did he actually play? He must have played I'm guessing 40, because I know Hargraves didn't play many at all. He only played 38 minutes, he scores 58 points. This is why, it was fine to hold him. His base, his work rate's unbelievable. So, I'll take it. The minutes are a little bit of a worry still, but, if he scores a 1.5 ppm, that'll do. And it's very nice. But Josh Curran, 44 points. Yeah, it is what it is. He had less minutes in this one. Yeah, I'm not concerned. Again, I know people will be a little bit did we trade Curran? He's just going to sit there. if he tapers off, he tapers off. But I'm not looking to really trade Curran at all, unless something drastic happens. Sammy Hughes with a 39, so I think he's hit about his ceiling. So there's definitely some, it's a tricky one with Sam Hughes. We'll talk more about him later. Liam Henry, 35 points. I think he was my AE score, which is honestly fine. And this is what I said with Liam Henry. Obviously, he was going to lose cash after getting that negative score in his rolling average, but I knew he would get up to around that 300, maybe 350k mark again. He's just a good, solid plotter for 30, 35 points. And if there's an injury, if he gets a few more minutes, he can easily get up to 40 points. So honestly, I'm happy to have Liam Henry as just that fourth front row forward. At a later date, sure, maybe like nothing him out is the right way to go, but like I'm fine just to hold him. You played 30 minutes, 35 points. It's fine. It's honestly fine. Any sort of niggle, he's going to get bigger minutes and be a decent little scorer. Our back row, actually, we made a good couple of choices here. Well, one good choice. So Angus Crichton again, 99 points. Oh my word, he's 830,000. He made another 100,000 this week. Holy shit! I'm trying to think if there's been like a hot, like I know there's been cheapies that have gone like they've gone like 200k to 500k very quickly, but for a guy that started. What was his starting price? He started at 400. He dropped... Did he drop it all? I thought he dropped down a little bit. But no, he started from 400, and then he's gone up to 800, like, in no time. And, I mean, he scored... Like, the first 2 weeks, he was slow, so he didn't get a big price rise. Pretty much from, like, round 6, from 450 to 835. Unbelievable, dude. Yeah, crazy. Ali Katoa, who I wasn't really expecting to score that well with Hughes being out. Oh, he did a nice little David Fafita fucking copy there, just running from dummy half, scoring a beauty. That felt good. That felt very, very good. And then Beau Fermor, who we ended up playing because Kai Pearce-Paul was obviously benched. Smithies wasn't playing, and it was a tough choice out of Lane and Fermor, but I thankfully finally made a good little 50-50 call and played Fermor. He was good, made a line break, good base, and going to make some more cash and be a nice little... I mean, honestly, I've seen a few people talk shit about Beau Fermor as like a Supercoach option, but he's been like the one... He's been one of the few of these mid-range 2RS from the start of the year who's actually been good and has made like good cash and has had some decent scores. Like I think he only made 11k this week, but now his break-even's down to 49 again. And he's been a good solid little... He's honestly been fine for me. I'm not too concerned. Kai Pearce-Paul, 41 points. I mean, I'll take it. He only played like 40 minutes. He's got 41 points. He looked dangerous. Oh my god. I thought he was going to score a try or something in this game and score well even off the bench, but ended up not playing him and it worked out okay. I think people might lose their minds about Pearce-Paul going on the bench, but I saw on Twitter from Barry Toohey, that it seemed like it was just a bit of a rest for Kai Pearce-Paul. And also now coming out of that Knights game, it seems like Best, Gagai, and Frizzell are sort of 50-50 to play in Magic round. So I think Kai Pearce-Paul will definitely go back to an 80-minute role. I would expect this week, or if not this week, like he'll definitely go back to starting. I think, it was just a bit of a rest for him, which is fine. I mean, I had the depth, so it didn't really matter. Smithies didn't play, and Sean Lane, 55 points. I mean, again, I'll take it. Like, I don't know. Lane's an interesting one, but I think, like I said, I think I'm just going to keep these fucking shitty back rowers until after the first bye, because, again, like, the back rowers, other than fucking David Fafita, who is just... He's just killing it. Other than that, like him and, Crichton and Katoa, there's not too many other back rows that I actually want. So I'm not really too concerned. I guess there were a couple of guys that I was interested in watching, and there are a couple of guys I actually am very keen on. We'll have a look at those probably in sort of the preview for round 11. But yeah, a couple of back rowers. I mean, Tallis Duncan looked really good. I don't think he scored that well, but he looked real. I mean, the Rabbitohs looked so much better when he was on the field, so surely he gets bigger minutes coming up. Jacob Preston played. I think he played, I don't know how many minutes, but he definitely didn't play huge minutes. I know he didn't score that well, so he'll drop a bit of cash. He'll be a potential pickup, a bit of a smoky, I would say. And then we'll go through here. Our half. Look at this. Oh, man. 1.9 milli in your halfbacks, and they score 31 points. Just what... what a fucking catastrophe, dude. Like Nathan Cleary... Oh, going early on Cleary. I mean, that's just been the trend of this year. Like, every player we sort of gone early on as, like, a potential, like, big play has not only gone badly, but it's, like, it's gone fucking terribly. Like, we got Cleary in against the Cows, 50 points, didn't really do anything. Then he got rested the week after, and then he fucking does his hemi again in this one. Oh man, what a shambolic bloody year this is. Oh baby. And then Nico Hines, he got ruled out with a bit of calf tightness. There is talks that he might not play this week in Magic Round, which I mean, doesn't like the Hines one doesn't really bother me at all, because obviously anybody that's going well has Nico Hines, so that doesn't really matter, honestly. If Hines, the fact he was out this week and might not play this week, that fucking doesn't matter at all. The Cleary one is the one that fucking shits you, because there's a lot of people that just didn't go on Cleary early, which was, again, one of those 50-50 ones. It could have been a huge play either way, and it's turned out to be a disaster for people like me that went Cleary, and it's been a massive play for people that faded him. I mean, I guess at the same time, like the halfback, like Jerome Hughes has been injured. Sean Johnson has been carrying an injury, and now he picked up like he had like a pec or a side injury in that game. I was very shocked that he played the full 80. But I mean, he didn't score that well. He did get one try assist, but he only got about 40 points maybe. So the halfbacks are a bit of a fucking shit show. I mean, Sammy Walker, if people went on Sam Walker, he's been the one that's gone well. So yeah, that's been the big kicker. And then our 5'8", Luke Brooks. He's finally done something of decent value. 62 points. I mean, it's not amazing, but it was another one of those games where like he was so close. Like there was a couple of short balls to like Kohler like bust through a couple of tackles, but just got like dragged down before he got like a line break, or he could have scored. Luke Brooks coming off the left foot, like there was a couple of moments where he almost just went straight through, but just dragged down. He actually looked pretty good in this game, but he just can't quite bust it. And fuck, it would have been nice if he got a couple of attacking stats to go. Like he just needs one of those and gets like 80 plus, but he got 62. I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. And then Lockie Galvin, 54. It was looking pretty bad for him, but he did get that pretty arsey try assist at the very end of the game. He probably deserved it. There was like a tap on, but he was, I guess, the guy that created the overlap. So I'll take the junk try assist to get up to 54 points for Lockie Galvin in that one. And then our back line, Val Holmes, 56. Oh my word, Val. He's just, oh man, he bombed that try. And then also early in the game, Thomas Dearden, holy shit, bro. Like, he threw like a long cutout pass over to Valame, and it wasn't necessarily the worst pass. Like, if it hit Valame, it would have been a try, but all he had to do was like a cutout pass to Holmes, who was through the hole. It would have been a try to Holmes like early on in the game, but he went for the fucking big hero pass over the top. I was like, come on, man, please. But no, Holmes, 56 points. I mean, this is This is like fucking carbon copy of what Holmes did last year, right? Last year, I mean, I had Holmes at the start of the year last year. I think I had him in the team the whole time, and he averaged around this. I think he actually averaged a little less. I think it was around 70, and people then like mass traded him out over Origin, which was honestly the correct thing to do because of the games missing. But for whatever reason, I just had other players of importance to trade out, so I just kept Holmes in because he was playing the backup games, and he scored his biggest scores in the backup games after Origin. Like, he went crazy in like round 14, I think, and round 17, I want to say. And I'm like, is it really going to happen the same? Like, I think he's under 700k. I don't think you trade him out. You could, like, I don't know, you could. Is it really going to happen the same where he backs up after Origin and goes bonkers again? I mean, maybe. They take on the Rabbits this week. I mean, I'm not going to trade him out, obviously, but yeah, he misses. Well, he misses round 13. He plays round 14. So yeah, he actually has a pretty good bye schedule because he only misses 13. He'll play 14, probably 15. He misses 16 anyway. Then he backs up in 17 against Penrith. And he misses 19 as well with Origin. He backs up in 20. So it's actually pretty good for Cowboy Origin players. So I think you just hold him and just pray that he does the same shit he did last year. Because I'm curious. What did he actually... I just want to see. I'm pretty sure he went like 150 and like 140. He went absolutely crazy when like so many people traded him out. It was beautiful. Yeah, round 14, 150. Obviously, he had a bye in 15, didn't play 16. Then he backed up in 17, 91, 18, 117, Origin, and then 93. He went fucking huge. So, I don't know. Is it really going to happen again? Maybe, but we're going to hold him. Kale Ero, 48 points. Like, again, just all in base. Personally, I think he's a keeper, but there's obviously, he's playing on the left-hand side. Hines is out of this game, but when Hines comes back, he's obviously so dominant on that right. There is a world where you trade at Ero. I don't think I'm going to do it, but he obviously doesn't have the upside of some of the other centre wingers, right? He's got the base, but he's just not getting the footy like the right-hand side does at times. So, I mean, I'm not going to trade him, but it is what it is. David Armstrong, 68 points. It was a shame that he obviously got that head knock late in the game, but he got a try. Oh, fuck, he could have been so much more too. He bombed a try. Or he could have scored a try, but he also bombed it by throwing a shocking pass to Marju. He could have got 100 in this game, but 68 points I'll still take. Like, he was a good little cheapy downgrade, and he's going to make a bulk lot of cash. Hopefully, I haven't seen, but I'm hoping that he passed his HIA from that game. I think he should have. Like, it didn't seem to be that terrible, but you never know. I mean, head knocks can not be that crazy, and also, rule you out. Taylor May, oh baby, why did I play Taylor May? Honestly, I think I just wasn't thinking about this because Kira has 100 points. Fuck, you'll take that against Penrith. Oh baby, he got that late try as well. But even without the try, he scores like 70 points. Like, he was a madman in this game. Like, it was almost so bad too because like he had like 2 line breaks early, and then he did his knee, like it looked like he was gone, and then I was like, come on, please, I need some luck to go my way. He toughed it out, and he scored 100 points against Penrith. Like, that is nice. That is nice to see. And then Blaze Talangi, 93 points. I'm disappointed that I didn't play Talangi over Taylor May, honestly, because like I guess I didn't even think about it. I usually, like, Broncos, their defense just hasn't been that good. And Talangi playing fullback, he's shown, like, previous times, like, playing in the centers and 5'8", like, he's He's a good runner. He's a good Supercoach scorer. So I'm disappointed that I didn't play Talangi. I just didn't even think about playing him for some reason. And Taylor May 35, Talangi 93. So that's a 60-point swing right there. Could have been a big little momentum shift, but yeah, it is what it is. He's still, he's going to make some good cash, old Blaze. And then, Taylor May, he's gone. This is his last week. Granted, I probably should have traded him out last week, but I gave him one last crack. It backfired. It backfired badly because there was a couple of big scorers. And then our fullbacks, Reece Walsh, 93 points. You'll take it. It could have been more. He had a couple of chances that got squandered, but you'll take 93. And then Scotty Drinkwater, 59. He did update. He was on about 50, I think. So he must, I don't know, he got some attacking stats after updates. So I'll take it. Against the Titans, it came down to Drinkwater. I thought my week, it was like if Drinkwater goes amazing, then I'll have a decent round. And if he goes shocking, then my round is going to be trash. But my round turned out okay, even with captaining Drinkwater, honestly. It's disappointing. Again, just fucking every trade-in I make, if they just do terribly the first week I bring him in. It's happened every single time, bro. Armstrong is probably the one exception. Even Kiraz last week, he only got 48, which is still good, but he got 100 this week, so I shouldn't complain too much. But it's just been one of those years. And I'll talk about the fucking, I don't even want to look, but we'll look. Round 10. Dominic Young, 160 points. I see that they gave him an extra line break. I think he had 6 fucking line breaks. I don't know where he got the extra line break from. I wasn't, counting, but oh my word. He had fucking 5 line breaks inside 15 minutes. I was, maybe 20 minutes, but I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch this game. And I'm tilted. I'm obviously very tilted by this because obviously I went early on Dom Young early in the season, right? And I still stand by it. It was a good trade to make back then. They took on Penrith the week after. He scored 30 points, which is fine. I wasn't bringing him in for the Penrith game. He was going to make a heap of cash. It was still a good time to bring him in regardless. And you were just hoping for something, but it was fine. 30 points. Then he had the Dogs, as we all know. Got fucking sent off, negative 15 points, and to top off that week, I also had Liam Henry who scored negative 4, so I had fucking 2 negative scores in my 17 that week, and Dom Young also on top of that received 3-week suspension, which, at that point, the cash he was on, if he only got 1 week, I still might have traded him, but at least there would have been a temptation to maybe hold him because I still wanted to have him, but 3 weeks, it was too much. It was just too much to keep a hold of. Then, of course, he comes back, he scores well, and this week gone, he was the best centre wing player to pick up, but I couldn't go there just because of what happened. Now, that's on me. That's on me. It's just what it is. Now, I didn't know that fucking Joey Manu and Dom Young were coming up against Pompey and Ed Cossey. When I saw that, when they ran out, I lost it. I couldn't believe it. I as soon as I saw that on the team sheet, I was like, yeah, this is going to be an absolute thrashing down that side. And it was. Joey Manu, thankfully he only scored 95. I was looking at the scores and Dom Young was on about 100 after 10 minutes and Manu was on about 40, 50 and I was like, it's still really fucking good, but looking at it, it didn't seem as bad. Thankfully, he didn't go 150 as well, but 95 to Manu, I just knew. I don't like to talk shit about players too much, but the Pompey and Cossey combo is I would say the worst combo I've ever seen on a footy field defensively. Especially Cossey. I remember I've seen it a couple of times. I remember a couple of years ago, I think with Cossey, I think it was Xavier Coates at the time. And I think Coates was like a pretty popular pickup at this point. And I think he scored like 4 or 5 tries down that wing. Like in Kossi, he's just horrendous. Like he's so slow. He makes the worst decisions imaginable. And just the levels of tilt in this game. And to top it off, I know I'm complaining, but fuck, that's what Supercoach is all about. To top it off, right? To top the fucking game off, it was like, okay, the Roosters are flogging them. I don't have Young. I don't have Manu. I don't have Walker as well. They're going to go massive, but at least the Warriors players are going to go shit. Now, I mean, thankfully, Johnson didn't do well, but of course, Klokstad scored a try, so the fucking goddamn psychos that went fucking Klokstad were rewarded. And then, of course, for Nrl Blake, of course, fucking for Nrl Blake, 94 points. Of course, he scores another try in a game that, like, the Roosters were dominating, but of course they just let off the throttle in that second half. And for Nrl Blake, of course he scores a try. It was the worst game of all time for Supercoach purposes. Like it was so bad. Oh man, it just did me in, bro. Dylan Brown, 96. He had a good game. There is temptation to jump on Brown this week. He's only got a 46 break even. It's a tough matchup this week against the Storm, but I mean, even that game, like this was always the plan, trading Luke Brooks to Dylan Brown in round 12. Like it's a perfect trade-off. But against Melbourne, you could do it. You could do it a week early with that break even. I don't mind it. Fafita also 98 points. Like, oh man. Who else? Nanai, he went 90. Tedesco, 80. Marju finally bounced back. God, Marju's 500,000. Wow. He's 500,000. 87 points. That is tempting. Like, I think personally, I'm not going to go Young, and it could absolutely ruin my season. But I think I just cannot go Dom Young after this. Like I've missed out on his 160. He's literally, I bought him in for fucking a negative 15, and then he's come back and killed me. I don't think I can go Young just for the principle. Marju instead of Young. They got the Titans this week. It's still... Then they got a bye, which is fine. And then they play 13-14. It's pretty good, actually, the Knights. They play a couple of tough games. Melbourne, Penrith, not great. Then they play the 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't mind the Marju play. At all. It's just, I mean, it's still... The problem is, like, Marju... He's just nowhere near as good without Ponga. Like, even in this game, like, he scored a try, he looked incredible, but still only 87 points. Like, it's great, but Zach Lomax, he got 84 points. Okay, so the Dragons are on the bye this week, which is fine. That actually works out well. He kicked that fucking 2-point field goal, which was like 10 points. I was watching that game, I'm like, come on, please have a low score, but he just kept doing work. He kept getting offloads. He kicked that field goal. I was like, man, oh man, he's going to score another good one. Got 84. Oh, goodness me. It just is what it is. Let's have a look. What are the second rollers I'm interested in? The guys that I was keen on. Fucking Papali'i, 121, 2 tries. Luke Garner. I don't think you go Garner just with Sorensen, but you could take a punt. I don't know. Sorensen could be out for a while still, so Garner wouldn't be a terrible option. But let's have a look. Where is fucking Connor Watson? Fucking Brandon Smith was out injured, so Watson played a dummy half for 80 minutes. Killed it once again. Britton Nikora. So again, like the second row forward, like Nikora, like people went on him. Like 57's fine still, but it's like he's still not a must-have by any means. Like he's a good price, but yeah. Going down the list. Where is... So Teague Wilton, like he's been pretty underwhelming on the other side. Sean Blaw's been good, 51 points, not bad. So yeah, Jacob Preston, 24 points. I mean, again, you don't pick him up this week. He's going to have a high break-even, 101 break-even. But, man, he's going to be so juicy in like a week. Like, he's going to be so nicely priced. And like I said, the dogs cover the first couple of buys so well. They cover 13, 14, buy in 15. So you got to be a little careful of 15, but then 16, 17, 18, miss 19, but then play 20. Like the dogs are so good for the first couple of buys. So I love the potential Pod Preston play. Who else were we looking at? Kalamatangi still. I keep thinking that Kalamatangi is eventually going to turn into like a potential pickup, but he's just not doing it this year. He's just not doing it. Like he has a couple of good runs, but just nothing. Max Plath. I mean, I guess I'm pretty lucky that I didn't go Plath. He got a HIA in this one. He'll probably miss this week. I think he was ruled out. I don't know for certain, but unfortunate for people that picked him up last week. He's still a good pickup. Like he was still a good pickup last week. Connolly Lemuelu, I was interested in. He scored a try, 67 points. Did he play the full 80? Did he play the full 80 in this one? I think he did. Oop, what am I doing? He played 70 minutes. I don't remember when he went off in this one. What's his break even? 59. So I think you can still wait on Lemuelu. I'm probably... I don't know. I probably wouldn't go Lemuelu. Yeah, I don't know. I'll watch him again this week, but he's not, again, a decent little pod. A decent potential pod. What was the other guy I was looking at? There was one other guy that I was looking at. I mean, Ryan Madison, he actually... So Cartwright was ruled out again this game. I mean, you couldn't go him. Yeah, he only played 58 minutes. Nah. There was someone... Oh, Tellus Duncan. That's the other guy. What did he actually end up playing? Where is Tellus? He's going to be pretty cheap. Did I miss him? Oh, there he is. Yeah, he dropped another 8k. He only got 33 points. Break even now 38. I guess you can wait on Tellus Duncan again. Like surely he plays some bigger minutes coming up. Like they look so much better when he was on the field. He was doing a little bit too much passing for my liking. He only played 38 minutes, bro. Like what is happening? I don't know. I mean, honestly, you could wait a couple of weeks, potentially pick him up around 14 for really like plays 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. That would be beautiful, but probably a little unlikely. So Tellus Duncan, yeah, maybe just won't. But he's fucking good price. He is a very handy price. So looking at the team going forward, we've got some. I mean, team list is going to be a big one. I mean, dummy halves are fine. Front row. I mean, there's still a slight temptation to upgrade like a Hughes now, but I think with Hughes, the buy coverage, like I think he is at his like peak. I think 400k is about his price, so you could trade him. I still don't hate like an upgrade to a Fanua Blake or someone else potentially, but I think with the buy coverage, I think you just hold him and hope he does jag an attack in one of those buys. But there's still a temptation. I just think there's going to be more pressing trades to make than the front row. The back row, it's fine. Like I said, Preston is definitely a good pickup. I don't know who am I going to trade to Preston though? Like, I mean, I don't hate like trading Smithies. Like, I know Smithies covers the first buy, but like, other than the first bye, I don't think the Raiders cover them that well. Like 11, 12, 13. They don't play 14. He plays 16, 17. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. But he's probably the only guy I'd want to trade to Preston. I mean, yeah, I think Pierce Paul's a hold. I mean, I guess if he gets benched a couple more weeks, I guess maybe, but I don't think so. I think it's I mean, you could maybe go Furmore as well. He'll be at a decent price. He doesn't cover the buys that well, so yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one, but I think Preston is going to be high on the list. I mean, Tallis Duncan potentially, but we'll see. I don't have to make any of those trades this week for sure. The halfbacks are fucking interesting. So Cleary, it looks like he's gone for 8 weeks. So Cleary is a trade. Hines, I think Hines you just hold, because like his injury doesn't seem that severe. He might not play this week, but I mean, it is what it is. It is the question of who do you trade Cleary to? I don't know. I mean, the most obvious choice that people are going to make is going to Sam Walker. I mean, I'm not going to go Cherry Evans. Johnson, no. Benny Hunt, no. Burden, fucking... nah. I can't go to Burden. Hastings, Townsend, fuck me. I mean, Walker, he's still only 680. Like, he's made some cash, but he's probably the guy, right? Like, he's probably just the obvious choice. Jerome Hughes is also injured, so no. Fuck, I mean, it's just gonna be Walker, right? Like, I don't think there's anyone else. I mean, I think I heard Dylan Brown is actually gonna get dual halfback 5'8", so maybe he's obviously not this week. I think it must be next week. So I guess you could take the AE and then trade to Brown next week, but I think you just go fucking Walker. But we'll talk more about that in the preview as well. We'll discuss what we're going to do. We'll look at any pod, I guess. And then the 5'8", I mean, Brooks to Brown is obviously a play as well. It's just a matter of, do I do it this week or do I do it next week? Who do they have this week? Manly have the Broncos. Without Tommy Trebojevic, it's probably the play to do this week, getting rid of Brooks. Without Tommy. Yeah, I think that's probably the best trade to make, I would assume, but we'll talk more about that. The fullbacks are fine. I'm pissed off with Drinkwater, but obviously we're going to keep him. And then the back line, so Taylor May is gone, and it's just a matter of who do I get in. And if I make 2 trade, like I can get a couple of good ones. I could use a boost. I might use a boost this week. I might use a boost. Holmes, I think I just keep Holmes. Iro, I think I keep. Armstrong, obviously keeping. Kirai's keeping. Fuck, who do I trade then? Like, Taylor May gone, but then I have to make a choice. Like, I don't trade Talangi. Gagai, I guess if Gagai is not named, honestly... I wonder if I have enough cash. Fuck, it might be close. I've got, what have I got? 700k. If I wanted to go Brooks to Brown, May to Manu, and Gagai to Marju. I feel like I wouldn't quite have enough for that. And also that means I wouldn't trade Cleary to Walker. Oh, shit. Oh, I think May's got to go, though. And, like, there's some options. I mean, I was always waiting for Manu to drop a little bit of cash and pick him up when he played fullback in round 13. I mean, they take on the Sharks this week. Yeah, you know what? I don't think Manu is like an automatic pickup this round. Like, he's got a 79 break even. I think I can probably wait on the Manu trade, honestly. I know waiting. I mean, honestly, going early on players has killed me. Waiting on players has also killed me. Like, it's just been a fucking catastrophe. So it doesn't really matter what I do this year. It's gone badly. But if he can just have a fucking, if he does not score a try, bro, he's just killed it. Ever since he went to fullback, he's just absolutely killed it. I mean, honestly, take out that 22, and he's gone absolutely crazy this year. Like, he's been way better than every other year he's played at centre. Yeah, I think maybe just wait for round 12, pick him up then. I think probably wait on Gagai to Marju. I think it seems like a beautiful trade. If Gagai gets named, though, fuck, what do I do then? Maybe just go Taylor May to Marju. Yeah, I don't mind that, honestly. We don't need to bring in Manu this week. Marju, I think, is like a really good pickup this week. Gagai, yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see. If he's named, like, what's he got? Like a negative 79 break even. He's going to make cash. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if not, we just trade him out. And then Taylor May, what's his break even? Fuck, he's got a 26 break even. So worst case scenario, we just don't play Taylor May this week, and he'll make some more cash, which is nice. So that's fine. Yeah, I think first thoughts, Gagai, if he doesn't get named, he goes to Marju. Luke Brooks to Dylan Brown, and Nathan Cleary to Walker with a boost. But yeah, I think everything else is fine. The one thing actually, apparently, Holmes didn't kick that last goal, and there was a little bit of talk that he had a little bit of a quad issue. So another one to, I guess, wait and see on with Val Holmes if he's injured or not. But yeah, we got plenty of playable options. It doesn't really matter that Hines is out. Cleary's the big one, but it is what it is. We'll decide what we're gonna do. We'll wait on team list. But yeah, hopefully guys had a better week than I. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll keep plodding along. Like, if I wasn't doing YouTube, like, I'm still enjoying the videos, obviously. I'm still enjoying Supercoach. I'm complaining, but it is what it is. If I wasn't doing YouTube, fuck, I'd be tempted to just quit this year. It's just been a bit of a disaster this year. The Dom Young thing has just really tipped it off, man. Like, that is just, it's just killed me. But that's Supercoach for you. But yeah, we got plenty of cash to spend. Trades, we still need to save some trades, but this is not going to be the week for it. And I think we're going to have a good team. We're going to have a strong team on paper this week, regardless with the injuries. So hopefully we can have a big week coming up. But yeah, we'll be back for the team list. We'll be back for the preview. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.